It was the end of 2015. One Sunday morning, I called my mom. It's very rare I call her on a Sunday morning. I got a shock of my life when she told me my dad had collapsed yesterday and was admitted to the hospital. I guess it was the daughter's intuition that I call her before she could call me or my brother. So I had a discussion with my brother, and we decided that he, as the son, he go back to Malaysia first while I'll take on the second shift. When it comes to my turn to go back to Malaysia more than a week ago, my dad was still in the hospital and he was very weak. His lungs was very badly affected and he needed oxygen to help him to breathe. He was so weak that the doctor declared him malnutrition. I could see the ribs showing across his chest, like those malnutrition kids in third world country. Then ever the planner with me, looking at the situation, I realized that he can no longer go up and down the double-story house at our home in Malaysia. He was very weak. I need to change some of the living conditions and modify or renovate the toilet below. So I decided to call my brother. I said, "God, we need to do something. We need to renovate the bathroom downstairs so our dad can come down and stay downstairs." Do you know what he told me? He said, "I have footed all the bills. Whatever you want to do, you do it yourself." I was mad. Hello, this is the first crisis in our home, and all you can say is do it yourself. Well, taking a leave since my 90 days, I just do it. I did it myself. I may not know how to do it, but I get things done. I put on my handy woman cap. I get all my resources, my friends and my relatives, and ask them how to go about doing the toilet bowl. I have never done any renovation in my whole entire life, not even make a chair. So I thought I'd just change the toilet bowl. And from the toilet bowl, I have to change the tiles to non-slip tiles. I have to put handles in the toilet so that my father could hold. I had to add a water heater so my parents could use hot water. On top of that, I was a maid at home, cleaning up the house for my mom. I was the nurse in the hospital for my dad. And I was also the administrative assistant for my dad, doing his finances. Because we suddenly realized that my mom did not know what was happening at home, because everything was relying on my father. Then I was thinking to myself, what the hell was my brother doing for his 1 week back in Malaysia? Is it because I'm a woman? I don't see things as it is. I feel and look for beyond what is there. Is it because he's a man? All he thinks is one-sided track. What he sees is what's there at the hospital and not beyond. Looking back at this episode, it has made me very sad because I realized the tables have turned. We, the kids, are now the parents. My parents have become old and fragile. No matter the disagreement I have with my brother, I realize as a daughter, I need to give back to my parents. I grew up with them, but I didn't see them grow old in my eyes. I also realized from this episode that they have grown old and more fragile, and one day I would no longer be together with them. And that day, I will have to say goodbye to them.